Hello, I'm Anthony Hughes. Now, one of the best things about the flexibility of Dorico's note input system is that because you can move the caret to wherever you want to input notes, or use the rhythmic grid to input notes easily and reliably with the mouse, you generally don't need to input rests. As you add notes, Dorico automatically pads out bars with the correct rests, and as you make edits to your music, those rests are rewritten to ensure they are always correctly notated and positioned. We call these rests implicit rests because they are implied from the notes you have expressly input. And for many people, that's all you need to know about rests in Dorico. On occasion, however, you might find it useful to force a particular rest notation in order to help with the clarity of your music. In order to do this, start note input and enable the rests button in the notes toolbox. In order to prevent Dorico from rewriting your rests to fit the current options, engage the force duration button. I'll cover force duration fully in another video, so just click the button for now. Choose your desired duration and then type any of the pitch letters A to G or Y, which is the key you can use for any unpitched notation, for example, percussion. Why Y? Why not? The rest is input, and subsequent rests are renotated to accommodate it. You can also use the key command comma to engage rest input without moving your hands from the keyboard. If you wish to see which rests have been input explicitly, you can open the View menu and under Note and Rest Colors enable Implicit Rests. Now, Dorico's automatic rests will be displayed in grey, with any you have explicitly input yourself showing in black. But, and here's the thing, without wanting to spoil the video too much, even in situations such as this one, inputting explicit rests might not be the best solution. Very often, it's a question of changing one of Dorico's options. In this example, I'm looking to always split these crotchet rests to show the beat subdivisions, so I shouldn't be setting out to change every instance throughout what could be a long piece of music. Instead, I should be finding the option that dictates this behavior. Let's remove these explicit rests either by deleting them or by disengaging force duration. In this case, it's notation options that gives me the answer I'm looking for. In the rests category, navigate to compound time signatures, as this music is in 9/8, and change this first option to split rests at beat subdivisions. You can see the music updates to show the rest grouping I'm after, not just in this bar, but across the whole piece. Of course, there'll be times where it's best to input an explicit rest. Here, I'd like to indicate to the violinist that there are actually two fermatas, especially as the phrase then continues. I just want you to know about the rest's notation options, and that they might well be the reason you're not getting your expected results automatically. There are several options available that would be worth casting your eyes over if you're after something in particular. Notation options are available in Dorico Pro and Elements, and with a subscription on iPad. There may be some situations, especially when working with music in multiple voices, where it might be useful to input bar rests. In this example, the second voice doesn't enter until bar 3, so by default, Dorico doesn't start that voice until its first note. I'll start note input and switch to the voice in which I would like the bar rest, then open the bars and bar lines panel and insert bar rest. I can also achieve this via the bars and bar lines popover, for which the key command is Shift-B, by typing rest. Starting and ending voices, which will of course lead to rests being visible or not, is something I shall cover in more detail in another video. However, as a quick sneak peek, while I have you, I'm going to tell you about the Remove Rests command. That's found in the Edit menu. Make a selection of rests that you do not want to be shown, most likely due to the notation of music with multiple voices, and Remove Rests will do just as it says. You can make a selection across a range of bars and include notes in your selection to make it quicker and easier, but only rests will be removed. And that's inputting rests in Dorico. I'm Anthony Hughes. Thanks for watching.